Thanks for coming in today, everybody. It is I. Got a little bit of break from training after INDOC, 2.5 week break, before I go back and get going on the Airbus A320, which is the aircraft that I got assigned to fly. So I've been, the last couple days I've been home, I've just been doing a bunch of the CBTs for the 320, and I'm going to like this airplane a lot. So welcome, thanks for coming in today. We are doing Virtue USA Flying Club event tonight. Cruising the West Coast. Our good buddy Zach Bartig is hosting the event tonight from behalf of the Virtue USA Flying Club. I think it's going to be a small turnout event tonight. Only a handful of people in the Discord, but that is okay. I'm home, I'm going to enjoy it. We're flying the Trinidad. As you can see, Trinidad GT TB-21. And we're going to be flying along the west coast of the US of A. Oregon West Coast to be specific. So they did the Shelter Cove event last week. I wasn't available to do it, but we're going to be departing out of Shelter Cove again today. First step is going to be to come right up here to Garberville, and then we'll pretty much go find the coast. Samoa, Annie Macbeth, Crescent City. Now I'm probably not going to stop at all these. Gold Beach, Cape Blanco State, Lakeside, Florence, Wakanda, and Newport. Like I said, I probably won't stop at all tonight because it's a lengthy route, and you're looking at 2 hours 47 minutes easy. Maybe a little bit less with the speed of the Trinidad. If we put the 150 in there, 2 hours pretty easy. So we'll probably skip along here. It's going to be a lengthy trip. I'm going to try and at least hit these three. Obviously, we're starting in Shelter Cove. There was also scenery for Florence. Newport Municipal is the ending point. I'm going to try and hit up at least those, chat, since I do have the sceneries downloaded for those. So while we wait, we're going to have a few more people trickling into the Virtue USA Flying Club Discord event channel. We'll wait for Zach to come on in and give his briefing in about 3 minutes here before we get started. So again, welcome. Thanks for coming in today. Hopefully you enjoyed the ride down with Sim. Good to see you, sir. I'm going to go into the cockpit a little bit quieter in this guy right now. I'm going to get it fired up, get it set up while we wait for the briefing here, just so I'm not caught with pants down once we get ready to go roll, because it is going to be a lengthy flight, so we'll see how long we go for the stream tonight. I am doing well, sir. It's good to see you. Again, I'm home for about a 2.5 week break in training. I fly back down to Orlando on the 26th of April. To continue my systems and sim training for the Airbus A320. Alright, let's go ahead. We got this forward. Boop-a-doo. What else do I need to do? I think I turned the fuel on. Okay, fuel. Alright, and we should be able to start this thing now. Can't wait to hear all about it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm starting the CBTs at home right now, doing the home study stuff, and it's a lot. I won't lie. This Airbus looks like it'll be a fun little airplane to fly. Boom, boom, boom. Clear, prop. I gotta adjust the volume, chat, because I remember the last airplane I flew was the Cessna 170. It required a lot of tweaking on the volume, so dot volume up. I'm going to turn the music volume down here a touch. Alvin Leroy, good to see you. Brant, thanks for coming in today.
Alrighty guys, looks like it's 7 o'clock here now. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, 5/5.
Loud and clear.
Go ahead and pause the music for the briefing, chat. Looks like there's 10 of us in the Discord right now. Brant, you coming? About to start. You talking or? Hello?
Oop, can you hear me now?
There you go. You
Yep.
might have to start over.
Alright, sorry about that. I'll keep it kind of short and sweet. It's a relatively simple event tonight, pretty similar to the last one that we ran going into Shelter Cove. So it's going to be
Can't
pretty
fly
laid
along
back,
tonight?
just kind of
Oh,
do
that's
as you
alright.
wish,
Sounds good, buddy.
going up the coast there along airport to airport. So really nothing, no rules or anything like that, just as you wish, kind of a laid back event. So is there any questions that anyone has?
Are we supposed to post what time we land and what our route was?
I should be able to keep track of it, but if I'm running behind or anything like that on that, then I will. I'll let you guys know on the Come Fly With Me channel. But for now, we should be good.
Big thing is just so that we can take a look at you guys to see that you're flying on VATSIM, file a VFR flight plan. That's the only way you pop up, at least until you get airborne. But it's going to be the easiest way for us to actually see your target on VATSIM.
Yep, yeah, definitely file a flight plan. That'll be really helpful. And then as far as winds and stuff like that coming out of Shelter Cove, there's no weather observation, so I guess kind of.
I think nearby it's favoring north.
Yeah, so probably north. What is that? I forget the runway number. Northwestbound departure, I believe.
So Fortuna is the closest station I could see is 310. The runways at Shelter Cove are 12 and 30, so 30.
Awesome. Any other questions? All right. Well, you guys have fun.
Kenny Monster predict minus 173. Oh, that reminds me. Let me get the. Thank you for reminding me to turn the G's meter on here, so we can see what my landings are going to be. Good reminder. Thank you. All right. You heard the man. It's going to be a laid-back event. There's a bunch of Virtuous A Flying Club folks here popped up on the old ramp here. We've got our airplane started. Oh, God, it has been a while since I've flown. My rudder pedals are all messed up underneath. Hang on, chat. Oh, boy. I wonder how many times Delilah has accidentally been in here and kicked those around while I was gone. Let's brighten things up in the cockpit here a little bit. I can actually see what I'm doing. Good fixins, thanks for coming in today. And then what I'm gonna do, chat, real quick, and I know this is gonna be a pain in the butt on this thing, but I am gonna put like a little flight plan in for myself here just so I can keep track of where I'm going and not get lost. I know, GPS, Brand's gonna hate me. I know, but just so I can kind of keep track of where I'm going. So we're starting at 0 Quebec 5, which is Shelter Cove. From there, we're gonna go to
Shelter Cove traffic.
and I'm gonna skip Garberville, chat. So we're gonna skip Garberville.
Northeast departure from the ramp. All
We're gonna go first stop. We'll do Samoa Field, SA 0 Oscar 33. That'll be our first. And whether we stop or fly over it, I'll decide when we get there. Again, this is gonna be pretty. This is a long flight to begin with, chat. So I'm gonna be pretty liberal about where I land or not land. Again, the two main ones that I'm gonna try to get. This Oscar 33 is Samoa Field. Okay, yeah, that's correct. The three that I'm gonna try and get, obviously we're taking off out of Shelter Cove, but Florence, which is 6 Sierra 2, and then Newport Municipal, which is Oscar November Papa, which are both close to the end, just because there's sceneries available for those two. What are on the left, land on the right, exactly, downwind sim, exactly. Oh, you went fishing, Brand? How was that? What the? Well, that must be a helicopter, chat, right? If it's hovering around like that, that's gotta be a helicopter showing up as a... That was a little weird, not gonna lie. Scared me. It's like, why do I see this airplane shadow, chat? Oh boy. Anyway, Samoa Field, we'll do. We're gonna skip Macbeth. We'll skip Crescent City. Gold Beach Municipal. You know, we're gonna do Cape Blanco State because that sounds kind of cool. So S5 Sierra 6. So we'll put in. I'm gonna put in. Oh, here. I'm gonna put in 5 Sierra 6 Cape Blanco, just because that one sounds cool. And from 5 Sierra 6, we'll go to Florence, which is 6 Sierra 2. And then from there, we're going to go to Newport, which is Oscar November Papa. Kilo Oscar November Papa. So let's go ahead and do the K. The O. The N and the P. And that's going to be my abbreviated jaunt for tonight's event in the Trinidad. It's more than enough for me, chat. Tonight, I'm also going to be participating in Cross the Pond tomorrow, chat, since I'm home. I'll be on Kennedy Tower, which is not a feature. Newark and Philadelphia are the features for NYRTCC. So I'll be controlling Kennedy Tower for a big portion of CPT tomorrow, or CTP tomorrow, just to cover the bases.
Shelter Cove traffic.
Help out with the airport. That's going to need probably a little bit of staffing, because there will definitely be some traffic going into JFK tomorrow for the event. There always is a little bit of overflow in that sense. Did you start the type rating yet, or are you still just doing general onboarding stuff? So good fixins, I did the in-dock. Finished in-dock, and I've started doing the CBTs for the A320 now at home. Basically as home study, and I'm going to start studying the systems and everything on my own before I go back. I fly back on April 16th to really get into the systems and then the sim. So, go on into the woods, big energy girl, people know to not come back. Oof. So yeah, just the in-dock for now was the first week, and the reason for the training delay is they're a little bit backed up with training because they're hiring so many dang pilots already this year, and they're going to be doing a lot more. And that's all good things, Chad. It's all good things. Oops. Wrong buttons, right buttons. Alright, I think we're all set up and ready to go, so why don't we go, chat? Shelter code traffic. Trinidad 124, my Charlie taxi, runway 30. Shelter code.
Shelter Cove traffic, November 81, Romeo taxi, runway 30.
Okay, I gotta fix my, DG is not, what the fudge is going on here? My little DG is not facing the correct way, chat. Look at my heading. Way off compared to my compass. Why is that a thing? Nope, that's not it. I don't want to hold people up, chat, but I'd be lying if I said I knew what was happening here. Okay, well, shoot. We'll have to go with the GPS and the compass. Shelter code traffic, Trinidad 124, my Charlie is departing runway 30 to the north. Shelter code. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why that's a thing, chat, but we're just gonna have to kind of go with it. We'll use our compass and our GPS, I guess. Up and away. Goodbye, Shelter Cove. Hello, west coast of Oregon, California.
Shelter Cove traffic, Air 81 Romeo Delta lining up runway 0, Shelter Cove.
I do wonder why I don't know. It's going to be kind of annoying not having the heading like this, Chad. What happens, how awkward is this going to be if I like go and turn the autopilot on? And go, first things first, I should probably have an altitude in here. Yeah, it's not going to work, right? We'll just leave it on roll, I guess.
Shelter Cove traffic, Air 81 Romeo Delta departing at runway 30, departure to the Shelter Cove.
I really don't know. Let's go 25 squared in the climb.
Shelter Cove traffic, number 2 Sandwich Delta lining up on runway 30, Shelter Cove traffic. Shelter Cove traffic, Skyline November 8033 Foxtrot is taxiing 30 from the ramp, Shelter Cove.
Shelter Cove traffic, Bonanza 36 Juliet Sierra taxiing to runway 30 behind the Skyline, Shelter Cove.
Alright, well, we're on our way. Could always just use the roll command. Yeah, we could always nav too. That's something we can do. Problem is the mountains. Nope, that's not gonna
Shelter
be
Cove
good.
traffic, Air 81 Romeo Delta clear the pattern departing to the north, Shelter Cove.
We don't want to do that because we want to go towards the mountains.
Shelter Cove traffic, number 2 Sandwich Delta taking off runway 30, Shelter Cove traffic.
Let's see what that's going to do if we hit nav now. That should be alright now, right? Climbing above the mountains, we should be okay. Really don't know why. Why are you doing what you're doing, airplane? Maybe you're just going right through it. Okay. Oh, did
Shelter
this
Cove
really take
traffic,
my whole thing
Experimental
out?
November
We gotta be
16 Papa lining up 30, Shelter Cove.
So what we're saying is we're going to have issues to start this all out, is what we're saying. Okay. Good. Nothing but issues to start, chat. That's great. Excellent. Alright, we'll wing it. We'll wing it because the sim is being a jerk. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Shelter Cove traffic, Experimental November 16 908 Papa departing runway 30 left downwind.
I really wish I
departure
knew
to
why
south.
the heading
Shelter Cove traffic.
Also, it's a little bit bumpy coming over the mountains here. As you can plainly see. It's beautiful though, look at that. Right off the wing there. This is a pretty little area over here. In Oregon. I wish I could get November 124 my Charlie to be on the tail.
Shelter Cove traffic, Skyline
Can't
November
change it on
033
Friday.
Foxtrot lining up 30
I
Shelter
also,
Cove.
the fact that the heading is not working, kind of regret my airplane choice, chat. Might actually land and switch airplanes at some point on this journey, we'll see. Kind of regretting the airplane choice a little bit though, not gonna lie.
Shelter Cove traffic.
It's weird.
Experimental November 16, area buffers on left downwind 30 and departing area south. Shelter Cove, last call.
Let's get the prop down.
Shelter Cove traffic,
down.
Skylane
Really
33
bumping the mountains
Foxtrot
there.
is taking 30, going to be making a left downwind departure and heading to the east. Shelter Cove.
Alright. Regardless, we're on our way. We'll just kind of fly over the mountains when we get over the coast on this lake here. We'll be a little bit more coastal this time. We're just going to kind of have fun bouncing over these little bit of mountains over here. Along
Shelter
the
Cove
way.
traffic Bonanza 36 Juliet 0 lining up runway.
Passing over Lake
30,
Honeydew and Redcrest according to Skynet. Yeah, neat little area.
Shelter Cove traffic 33 Foxtrot, airborne off of 30, making a left crosswind, Shelter Cove.
Shelter Cove traffic Bonanza 36 Juliet 0 taking out runway 30 left downwind departure. Shelter Cove.
Shelter Cove traffic 33 Foxtrot, midfield, left downwind 30 and departing the area to the east. Last call, Shelter Cove.
Take care of some emails there. Some company stuff actually that I had to do real quick. Chat, sorry about that. So about 10 minutes to get to our first stop. We're doing our first stop at Samoa Field, which is Oscar 33, which is in Eureka, California, along the coast here. Looks like it has runway 1634.
Shelter Cove traffic.
If we look at the winds in the area, 320, so we're probably going to land 34, unless it says otherwise in the notes. Days only close nights. Okay, yeah, so we'll plan on runway 34, left traffic at Samoa Field here. We'll call that our first stop.
Shelter Cove traffic Bonanza 916 Bravo Charlie.
See how many flying club folk we got right now. A handful. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 10 of us, chat. That's not bad. Double digits. I think I saw 10 in the Discord, so that math checks out, chat. So, 10 it is. All these airports that we're going to tonight are uncontrolled, so we will not need any ATC tonight. We will be spending the majority, pretty much the entirety of the trip on Unicom this evening, up to eventual final stop in Newport, Municipal, Oregon. And again, if we get that far, at least on the stream, I might get that far at least on my own flying, but stream-wise, if I run out of gas here, I might cut it short. But I'm going to be streaming tomorrow for the CPT while I'm covering Kennedy Tower. That is the plan. JFK Tower to cover for any non-event traffic that goes into JFK for across the pond, CTP, because tomorrow is cross the Z Pond. Newark and Philadelphia are the NYRTC airports that are featured. I'm not going to be covering either one of those. That's for other guys. I didn't even know I was going to be home until just recently when I knew I was going to have a train break. So JFK will be fine. It's my my home in the sim anyway when it comes to the ATC stuff. So that all works perfectly for me. And I'm looking forward to it actually. It should be pretty busy. I'm imagining Kennedy's going to be pretty busy with some non-event traffic tomorrow during across the pond. It usually always is. So that should be entertaining. So I'm doing that tomorrow afternoon, probably from like 1 o'clock to about 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30. Because then after that, Sarah's going to be coming over and having dinner with me tomorrow night. So. And we've got a whole plan of things to do both Saturday evening and then into Sunday and during the day Sunday. Sarah and I make use of the time while I'm home while I can, because once I go back on April 16th for Systems and Sim, I'm pretty much going to be down in Orlando for the better part of a month, if not more, depending on if there's any kind of delays or anything like that. So it's going to be quite a bit of time away from home. Again, once I fly out on April 16th, a lot longer than the 1 week that I was down just for INDOC to get started. So there you go. It's just very generalized of what to expect in terms of schedule. I'm going to try and stream a handful of times while I'm home, tonight, tomorrow included. I'll try and do a few more in there before I go back down to Orlando. So I'm not going to be able to get a whole lot in until after I'm finished with training and waiting for my IOE, assuming I pass, which I really, really hope I manage to pass, because it would be awkward if I didn't. So let's just put it that way. But no, I'm enjoying it so far. I've, like I said, started the CPT, starting this systems training, self-study at home for the Airbus A320. I think I'm going to enjoy the airplane quite a bit. We only got 14 miles to go, and we kind of cleared the mountains here, chat, so I guess I should probably start descending, huh? So let's go ahead and start on down. You get to eat your fancy meals on the fancy tray, yeah, something like that. I don't know how fancy the meals are going to be, but I do get the tray, which is going to be... It'll be a nice feature. I will not lie. It's, that'll be enjoyable. 12 out. Again, we're planning on landing... What did I say? It's runway 34 at Samoa Field? Yeah, runway 34. I don't quite see it out there yet. The sim's really rendering it there for me yet, but it's going to be out along the coast here somewhere. And according to my compass, because this thing is busted beyond belief over here, my compass says we're doing about 3.5, so we're pretty much pointing straight down the runway more or less. When we get a little bit closer, we'll be able to kind of align ourselves for a left downwind into the runway here. Or we'll actually have to overfly to join the left downwind is what I should say. Airport's at 320 feet. Traffic pattern altitude is 820. So we'll do 1,800 then. How about that? 800 feet above for the TPA, so 820. That's what it's calling for on the old sectional here on Skyvector. So we're kind of just beginning our slowdown for that. Descent, about 9 miles. Samoa traffic, Trinidad 124 Mike Charlie is about 9 miles to the south of the field. Overfly, join the left downwind for 3-4. Touch and go, Samoa. Got Rex Weather Force going with the real weather. Real time, too. Still sunny on the west coast. Should be sunny for the duration of our flight. Maybe we'll get a little bit of golden hour towards the end. But real time, real weather. Tonight, all works. Fly the coast. I just realized we were enrolled this whole time and not nav, so it's kind of awkward. Not gonna lie. So where is the airport? It's over here. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. I see it right here. Okay, so I gotta disconnect the autopilot. Is what I gotta do. Start getting myself better positioned to overfly the field. I pretty much just overfly it straight up, go and join the upwind, and then do a left traffic. We got a raid from definitely Bogan. That's a bit of a random raid, chat, because I don't know if I'm familiar with this gentleman, definitely Bogan. Or if you're a lady, I apologize. But thanks for coming in today. Everybody that's coming in from the raid here. Can't say I'm familiar with the person that just raided me, but hey, I do the random stream raids myself from time to time, so I understand how it works. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate you for doing that. We are flying on the west coast of California, Oregon, like NorCal, Oregon. Took off out of Shelter Cove. We're currently approaching Samoa, which is Oscar 33. We're going to overfly, join the left downwind for runway 34, do a touch and go, and then keep heading up the coast to the north. And we are in the Trinidad. And there's a handful of people following. I will get those names out here in just a second. He is Bogan, definitely Bogan, that's for sure. Alright, so Globespan, Welly Shark, Pterodux, Ryan Simulations, thank you for the follows, I appreciate you guys, and definitely Bogan, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Turns out I'm not the only one that's the master of the random raid.
Traffic area, when Romeo doesn't have to miles to the south, will be overflying field to left downwind.
So here is our field right here. We're 1,000 feet above the traffic pattern altitude, which is only 820. We're going to overfly, pretty much just join the upwind. We'll overfly straight up, join the upwind, do a full pattern to do a touch and go, and then continue on northbound here. And then go from there. That raid definitely caught me off guard. I actually have to, like, try now. It should be entertaining. Again, Bogan, not familiar with you, but thank you for the raid. If I am familiar with you and I just don't recognize your username on Twitch, that's not the first time that that's happened, so don't feel bad. No offense. If you're a VATSIM person, if any of you guys that just joined the stream are VATSIM people, I'm participating in one of the Virtue USA Flying Club events tonight with this cruise on the West Coast. The link to the Virtue USA Flying Club Discord has been pulled up by Streamlabels. If you're a VATSIM member, which you do have to be a VATSIM member to join, that's one of the caveats. If you're a VATSIM member and you enjoyed general aviation, this would be the club you want. We're doing one of the events tonight, so we're pretty much over the field right now. Samoa traffic, Trinidad 124, my Charlie is over the field. Joining left closed traffic. Touch and go runway 34. So, if you see my flying, if you land without crashing, you'll be fine. Okay, that's I think I can do that. I think I can do that. We're gonna find out here in a second. So we just overflew the field. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting to the actual traffic pattern altitude, which is 820 feet for this one. Start my crosswind turn. This guy is completely borked. My DG completely borked, so I gotta rely on my good old-fashioned compass here to kind of give me my references or my cues here for my my crosswind, downwind, all that jazz. I don't know why this is borked like it is, but we're doing it. Stop, mouse. Thank you. Also, I do have a landing rate meter, chat. I do have the G's meter going, so if you guys want to put in a landing rate guess, now would be the time as I join the left downwind here for 3-4 for the touch and go. Go ahead and get the gear down. So positive or negative number, you do not need to put exclamation point predict or anything like that. Just positive negative number in the chat, doesn't matter, it means all the same. What I think my landing rate's going to be for this first landing of the evening. Touch and go here at Samoa. This is not a very good pattern, pretty wide, but that's fine. We're just going to kind of make it work. And again, look at how borked my DG is. It's not even close to what the compass is showing. We're at the appropriate trap out altitude, so that's good. We'll wait till that comes behind our wing. And we'll do our base. And again, I'm really wide, so I'm not going to go too far here. Start our base now. And we're pretty much fully configured at this point because I got a little bit more speed than I think I need as well. It's amazing how much I actually do rely on the DG for like my headings to confirm my bases and finals and everything, especially in the sim, because I can't actually look to the left. The DG being worked is messing me up, but we got the runway in sight, so we're good. I think 79 is what we're looking for in the approach speed here, so about 80 is going to be good. And we're just doing a touch and go. And not a huge runway, so we're going to make this touch and go quick and painless. Get down, touch, get the speed up, get the flaps up, get on our way. Samoa traffic, 124 my Charlie, short final, touch and go, 34, Samoa. Nobody wants to put a landing rate guess in? Alright, well, let's see what I get anyway, just for kicks. Don't want to float too much because we don't have that much runway for this touch and then go. So 141. Kenny Monster has a default of minus 173, so he's going to be the winner. Sorry, da baby here. Big touched, and now we go. Positive rate, navigator's runway gear coming up. If you guys are getting those landing rate predictions in late, you might need to refresh the stream. You might be a little bit behind because I just did the touch and go. We'll go ahead and get 2,500 RPM for the climb, roughly 25 squared.
Samoa traffic there, 81 for the Delta train final runway 34 intending full stop.
Samoa traffic, Trinidad 4 Mike Charlie is upwind departing the area north. Last call, Samoa. That wasn't exactly clean, but I didn't break the airplane, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and get on up to, we're just going to go up to 2,500 feet for now. That'll be fine. We'll go ahead and slap the autopilot on because I'm lazy. And what did I say? Because it kicked out everything that I wanted to do before. What am I going to do next? I think I'm going to go to Cape Blanco State next, which is 5 Sierra 6. So we're going to go ahead and do this, chat. 5 Sierra. There's more airports that were meant for this event, but I'm not going to hit all of them tonight. So we're just going to skip along to 5 Sierra 6. Cape Blanco State, we'll activate that. We will, how far is this going to put me off the coast? Not very far, we'll nav that. Might be like 3-4 miles off the coast, kind of just going direct from this point, but that's fine. Be able to get a nice view of the coastline from our right wing. We're going to go up there at 2,500 feet. That should be plenty good. Leveling off, we'll bring the prop 2,300 RPM. We'll leave the fuel. We should probably switch tanks. I haven't done that yet, so we're probably a little bit on the low side on the one tank. So let's go ahead and switch the tanks. Boom, there we go. Start balancing out the fuel a little bit here. We're cruising. A little bit of headwind, I guess, because we got ground speed 141. So we might have a bit of a ways to go until we get to Cape Blanco State. Definitely Bogan. I'm gonna have to check out his channel real quick, chat. See what we got. See, he was kind enough to give us a raid. Like he was just flying a little 172 action. His last video. No idea when the video was, but alright. Got some other games that looks like he plays here too. Anyways, again, thank you very much for the raid. Definitely, Bogan, I appreciate it. You consider yourself followed. Excellent. Alright, we're cruising. My sim is not exactly getting a high
The name is 3628 Sierra 9 to the
frame
south,
rate.
going to be a straight in runway 34 coming to.
Let's see why I'm not getting a high frame. Been on the laggy side. What are you doing, computer? I don't know. You're not even working that hard. Shouldn't be any kind of lag going on here, or whatever. Typical. It's probably the weather. I'm sure it's Rex weather force causing a little bit of choppity chop. W Aviator, it's going well. Like I said, so far I've completed the in-dock portion of the training. And then I'm on the 2.5 week training break now while I work on my home study CBTs for the A320. I'm also going to study the systems while I'm home, and flows, limitations, memory items, stuff like that. Just to make sure I'm nice and prepared by the time I go back. The company's a little bit packed up on sims just because they're hiring so many people. It's crazy. There's 44 in my class. There's 52 in the class before, so they're just a little bit bogged down just with the number of people that they have. So 2.5 week training break before I go back to Orlando and get rolling into systems and the sims. Definitely exciting times though, no doubt about it. I counted 10 for the flying club. Haven't seen anyone else join yet. Double digits, not bad for a what is it, Friday night? Probably a bunch of people that other things they got going on Friday night instead of no-lifers like us. Plus, there's a lot of people also I think that are resting up for Cross the Pond tomorrow. Since it is Cross the Pond westbound tomorrow. I will be on Kennedy Tower from 1 p.m. until at least 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon Eastern Daylight Time. So I will be streaming tomorrow on Kennedy Tower, supporting Across the Pond, since Newark and Philadelphia are the two NYRTC airports that got the feature. But unfortunately, I have been working on V-Stars and trying to train on V-Stars to get comfortable enough so that way I could do a tower view. But unfortunately, I am not comfortable enough. on V-Stars to go right into that tomorrow for across the pond chat, because I think Kennedy's going to be pretty damn busy with a lot of non-event traffic, so it's just going to be normal VRC. It's going to be pure scope, no tower view. I apologize for the inconvenience. It's still something that I'm learning, and I'm not going to come on stream if I don't feel comfortable, especially during an event, and make myself look a fool. So I'm just going to go with what I know, and yeah, don't shoot me, chat. We're just gonna go with what I know. That's the only way I know how to put it. Sorry to disappoint. I'm gonna get this a little closer to the coast here. But that's just the way it's gonna be. No tower view tomorrow. We're just gonna stick with
Slow traffic, Bonanza 360.
VRC
South, down.
until I can get a better grasp of V-Stars and get the tower view. V-Stars isn't exactly friendly for the tower anyway, Chad. To be honest, V-Star is not the most user-friendly when it comes to just tower cab. If I was on approach center, it'd be a whole different story, but we're just going to have to make do with the VRC. Sorry to disappoint everybody. The Airbus is a comfy machine. Should enjoy it. Yeah, someone, I think Vixen's saying that earlier. I will definitely enjoy the tray table. That'll be nice. Chad, I'm going to go get a little more fluid in my cup. I'll be right back. You guys are in control of the airplane. I'll be back.
Traffic, Bonanza 368 Sierra on a 1 mile short final runway 34, full stop.
Alright, sorry about that, chat. It took me slightly longer than I was anticipating because Delilah wanted her treat, so I had to give her her treat. Couldn't not do that. So we got Delilah all nice and taken care of, and we're back in the saddle again. I really wish it would say November 124 Mike Charlie, but you can't change that on the liveries for the Trinidad and Flight 2020, unfortunately. Get on that, Lionheart Studios. Ah, Mr. Snowskier, my fellow, soon-to-be fellow Scarebus friend. He's already the Scarebus pilot, Chad. I am not. That's why I say soon-to-be, because I'm the one that's still training. He is already one. And that's why he's talking about, yes, this is another French airplane, isn't it? So, Snowskier is already quite familiar with the old tray table. I'll be joining his ranks soon enough. And Dub Aviator, the heading nom's not going to do anything tonight because this thing is fucked. The DG is not working tonight. It is borked. For what reason, I don't know, but we just got to use our compass and our nav to navigate tonight. Right, we got an MEL'd. Here, the weight limitation on the trade table is one pretty flight attendant. All right, well, it's 2022, and we can't say stuff like that anymore, W. I know you got a cap at the end. Can't say those things. That's definitely not the case. Plus, I can't say that either because then Sarah's gonna fucking break up with me. Never mess around, chat. I love Sarah very much. That is a fact. She knows it. But yeah, you can't say something like that. That's the kind of stuff you say that'll get you fired in this day and age. You ain't a real pilot until you got a divorce and a furlough under your belt. Oh my god. Well, in that case, I don't ever want to be a real pilot. I will gladly be the pilot that doesn't have a divorce or a furlough. Unfortunately, chat, there is some truth to what he says, though. It's a pretty high rate. We'll call it that. We'll call it that of divorce. Maybe not so much the furlough. You know, hopefully no more of that now that COVID is pretty much done with. Hopefully, but I will admit I have flown with many a divorced captain at my time at Envoy. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse at JetBlue. That's to be determined, I guess. But it is an unfortunate thing. There's a lot of people that, you know, it is what it is. Can't handle being away from someone can't handle the significant under being away for long periods of time. Of course, there's always temptation when you're not home as well, but none of that game is for me. None of that game is for me. Oh, I mean, I'm self-doxing myself all over the place now that I no longer work for the boy. And now that I work for a jet that's a little more blue, it's becoming pretty well known. It's going to be pretty hard to hide when I start showing pictures. The good thing is that I have a very good reputation, so I don't think it's gonna hurt me. I hope. Right? All you Twitch users love me, right? Thank you for coming in today. Just don't tell them you know me. Yeah, Stub Aviator, it'll be the 320 and the 321. It's all going to be under the same type. And it really is exciting. I'm very excited. this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, I've already started the CVTs, and yeah, it's gonna be a great airplane. Short bus master race. Everybody hop on board the Magic School Bus, or in this case, the Magic Airbus. Actually, one of the instructors already told me that I'm going to have to get ready to learn the Airbus magic soon. I think my parents just got home from their dinner date. A lot of noise going on downstairs.
Crescent City traffic, number 247 Midway Delta is on a 5-mile final, runway 36, full stop.
So we got someone that's stopping at Crescent City, which is off our nose straight ahead, pretty much just Crescent City right up here. But again, we're skipping that chat. We're going right to Blanco State, which is about 29 minutes away on this general direction. So we'll just kind of keep trucking. Am I on nav? I already forgot what I'm doing. No, I'm not. Let's go ahead and go correct. And I'm gonna have to step away again real quick, chat, because my parents are back, so be right back. Will the UK routes be a possibility from the start of the 320? Can't comment on that one on the stream, W meter. We're gonna leave that one off the stream for the time being. I'll be right back. Okay. My parents came home with friends tonight, chat. There's like 10 people down there. Wasn't expecting that at all, so I'm going to keep my door closed and we're just going to keep on trucking, because they're going to all be probably a drunk mess. It'll be hilarious later, but I'm not going to deal with it right now. Anyways, I'm back. Yeah, the UK route thing, not going to talk about on stream, W either. You could message me in private. You know where to find me on the Discord. I feel bad because Delilah's probably going to at some point want to come break into my room, chat, but I full closed my door since there's going to be a lot of commotion from downstairs with my parents and all of their drunk friends. It's going to be... Again, I'll join that party later when I'm done doing the stream stuff. but for now I'm good. So there's Crescent City right here. Oh, am I high enough? Shoot. I don't think... Crescent City's not a controlled... space, but I'll have to check them out and see later. It's gonna be a mess in this house tonight, Chad. Where was I? Crescent City. Where is Crescent City? Alright, here we go. So we're flying over Crescent City. It's an echo, so we're fine. Don't worry about any airspace there yet. The only airspace we're going to have to worry about, we are going to have to worry about North Bend. So I'll have to go a little bit higher when we get closer to North Bend to go above the Delta. And then that's it. So that's really all we have to worry about is North Bend. When we get a little bit closer going that way, we'll climb up to 3,000. We'll make it an even 3,000. And just kind of cruise along that way. Actually, we'll be kind of going, are we going to go more like, yeah, 004, technically a little more east. Maybe we'll go to 3,500 feet. We're going that way, just to make it official.
Snowkier just subscribed. Thanks for coming in today. Howdy, bus boy.
Snowskier, thank you for the subscription. Twitch Prime. Howdy, bus boy. Fellow bus boy. There's Crescent City. Okay, we're skipping over this one. Actually, Chad, in the essence of time, we might even skip over Blanco State here, too. And go to Florence, which is where I have a scenery, and just go to Florence, and then from Florence, go to our final destination, just because there's a lot of commotion going on in my house now, and I kind of feel like maybe I should be a participant in said commotion. So we're going to go ahead and alter our course so I can do said things. Actually, I'm going to, let's do this. I hate that it won't let me edit the flight plan right now because it's freaking broken. Do it on the bottom, let's see. 6 Sierra 2 is Florence City. Florence Municipal. Okay, there we go. So we'll do that, chat. We got to load it up so that we can fly over Blanco State, go right to Florence City where I have the scenery. We'll do a touch and go there, and then we'll continue up to Newport Municipal, Oscar November Pop. I'm really thrown off kilter here now with my parents having come home with friends. That threw me for a loop tonight, not gonna lie. Wasn't expecting it, but hey, even adults gotta have fun, right, chat? I say that as if I'm not an adult and 30 years old, but sometimes I still feel like a kid. Maybe that's just a living at home mentality kind of thing, because I am an adult. They are more adult. Does that make sense? Am I just spewing random nonsense? It is what it is, right? How am I looking on fuel? Pretty even on both sides. So that's good.
Next best traffic, Bonanza, Niner, 16 Bravo, Charlie, 10 miles south of the field.
No sense.
Setting through 4,000 for 1,100, looking to join the left gallop runway.
Yeah, that's fair.
29 for full stop. Next best traffic.
That's fair. Oh, we got another flying club member, so that gets the count up to 11. Listen, I'm a little thrown off now. But it is a Friday night, so I guess it makes sense that they're boozing and having a good time. And like I said, once I'm done here, I'll go join them because I'm sure that them and their friends are going to be down there for a hot minute. No, 11's a solid count for the event tonight, Friday night. Again, there's probably a handful of people that are actually have lives at the flying club that decided not to join tonight. And then there's also probably a handful of them that going to bed early for Cross the Pond westbound tomorrow. Which I don't have to worry about going to bed early, chat, because I don't have to be on Kennedy Tower until 1 o'clock. I'm going from about 1 to 5 tomorrow on Kennedy Tower for Cross.
Good morning, guys. Is anyone online, or is any ATC online?
Good morning. There is Seattle Center online, but all the fields are uncontrolled, so unless you would like flight following, it is not required.
So what happens in flight following?
If you wanted to pick up flight following, they would just put you on their radar and they would give you traffic call-outs and stuff like that. But if you prefer not to do that with ATC, then, like I said, all the airports for tonight's event are uncontrolled, so you can just stay on Unicom if you want.
All right, thank you.
Handful of people who still think it was an April Fool's event. Yeah, that could be it, Zach, but realistically, I think it's the combination of it being a Friday night and then also CTP tomorrow. I think Cross the Pond tomorrow is a lot of people, because there's a handful of NYARTCC guys that were thinking about joining us for the event tonight that just said that there's no way because they've got bigger roles than I do for Cross the Pond tomorrow. You know, they're controlling Newark or Philly, which are the two featured, and they just don't want to get burnt out, so they're taking it off tonight. And I don't blame them for that, because Cross the Pond is a hell of an event on the controller side. I think even JFK, like I said, I'm going to be doing JFK tomorrow, chat, and I think even that's going to be pretty busy with non-event traffic, just because it's Kennedy. It's just kind of how it is, especially during any Cross the Pond, whether it's featured or not. So I think I'm going to have my hands full when I do the tower tomorrow, which again, I'm going to be doing the tower on stream tomorrow, no tower view, because I haven't gotten V-stars down comfortably enough yet to stream it. So I'll be on VRC tomorrow, just the scope, Kennedy Tower from at least 1 to 5 p.m. Eastern for some Cross the Pond support. And I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to helping the cause, even if it's only on Kennedy, while everyone at Newark and Philadelphia enters the Thunderdome tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and climb up to the 3,500 feet now, just because of the little bit of elevation that it seems like we got going on here. Get that out of the way. Make sure we're going to be over these mountains as we continue going. And then I'm going to have to once again step away because of the commotion that's going on outside. I'm so sorry, Jeanette. It's not what I have in mind tonight, but it is what it is. They want me to come say hi to some people. I got to be a good son and a good person, go say hi to some of my parents' friends that I've known for a lifetime. So we're climbed up, we'll get leveled off at 3,500 feet, and then I'm going to have to step away again real quick. Real quick, guys, if you're tired of watching me, if you're tired of watching me step away constantly, thanks for coming out. Have a good one. There's 2 other people that you can follow and enjoy this evening, if you would like. You've got that flight sim dude, Virtuous A Flying Club member Tommy. Looks like he's in the Bonanza tonight, so you can follow him. That flight sim dude, you can go ahead and follow him. Tell him Jet Pilot Cinnamon said hello. Or another one of the Virtually Safe Flying Club members is November 8033 Foxtrot. His name is Michael as well. He's got like this whole home-built Cessna 172 thing going on. Beautiful little home-built cockpit that he's got going on with all different surround sounds. So go ahead and follow him as well. November 8033 Foxtrot on Twitch. So give both of those guys a follow. Say hello. And would not be mad whatsoever, chat, if you decided to watch them instead of me, because I keep having to step away. But I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, chat. Goodbye, snow skier. Like I said, chat, please, if you haven't already, the two guys that I was showing you before, November 8033 Foxtrot and that flight sim dude, go ahead and give them follows, please. I'm going to go ahead and shout out those guys. Why did I not do the shout out for that guy? Just can't do it in all caps. Alright, please go and give those two Twitch users a follow if you haven't already. Get a couple more members of the Virtually Safe Flying Club. Great dudes. They put on great streams. Probably a little bit more consistency in their streams than mine tonight with what's going on in the household. But appreciate you guys doing that for me. They're fellow members of the Virtually Safe Flying Club and they're worth a watch. Especially November 8033 Foxtrot, our good buddy Michael Manook, with that home-built Cessna 172. That thing is phenomenal. It's quite the view for sure. So, yeah. Yeah, and on this channel, I will always work harder to promote others than to promote myself. And always, of course, too, to promote the flying club as well. So let's face it, I don't stream like I used to because I got the real big boy job now, especially now that I'm in training for a new company, and I'll be spending, like I said, I got 2.5 weeks off here, but then I'll be, again, the better part of a month and a half there, and then I'll be IOE, and then be on reserve. At least, thank you God, I'm home-based. I got the JFK base. That's the beautiful thing, so I don't have to commute anymore. That is like a huge thing. So there will be times when I'm on reserve where if I don't get called, I just sit at home. And that's it. It's a beautiful thing. So sorry, not in voice being casual. Resting my voice for CTP tomorrow. I don't blame you. Like I said, I had a feeling that there was a pretty large handful of people tonight. I know you're joining us tonight, Rob, and I appreciate that. I know there's probably a decent handful of club members that decided not to join the event tonight because of CTP tomorrow and just not wanting to burn themselves out in the sim prior, which is fair because CTP is an event. It's some kind of event. And I'm actually, like I said, looking forward to doing JFK Tower tomorrow just as like non-event traffic pickup. Because I know Kennedy's going to be busy. It always is, regardless of if it's featured or not. Yeah, Newark is going to be quite busy there too, Rob. You're going from LTFM, which I have no idea what airport that is, to Newark. That is awesome. I can tell you that Newark's going to be fully staffed and those controllers are going to be ready to go for you. So definitely make sure to enjoy that fun with them tomorrow. Istanbul. Ground phases. Oh, that's pretty crazy. So, but yeah, I'll be on Kennedy tomorrow and not Newark or Philadelphia. I didn't even know if I was going to be there in the first place because of training. So, happy to do the non-event traffic. And yeah, that is a long flight. Dub Aviator's absolutely right. You get yourself a long, long haul. Flying the Airbus A350. I wouldn't mind flying a 350 in real life someday. It's a beautiful airplane. It's very sleek. Very, very sleek. 9 or 10 hour flight. Good lord. I think the longest flight I did on VATSIM was like 10.5 hours. I did Newark to Honolulu. And I would never do that again. I can't do that. I'm not built for that anymore, chat. Not in the sim, at least. Yeah, real talk, chat, I'm not a big fan of Cross the Pond. And I say that because it is an incredibly unrealistic event with the amount of traffic going to all the airports across, across the ocean like that. So my gripe with Cross the Pond is how unrealistic it is. So I'm not a huge fan of the event. That said, I don't mind controlling for it at Kennedy, whether it's featured or not featured, because I do like traffic and I'm very greedy when it comes to traffic controlling. So that's, I'm happy about that part. But as a whole, I can't say I'm a fan of CTP personally. It's just not my thing. I think the event should be, instead of having slots and instead of having like certain airports featured, my thought on CTP, and again, this is my opinion, is that it should be, if it's Cross the Pond eastbound, then just pick a spot on the east coast of the U.S. or wherever and fly eastbound to any of the airports in Europe. Or if it's Cross the Pond westbound, same thing in reverse. Don't have specific airports and slots. Just let people make the decisions on where they want to go to and from, and encourage them to spread out. Obviously a lot of people are going to want to do London and Kennedy. I get that. So that's the reason for the slots and changing it up and everything. But I still think it should be the pilot's choice. I think that would actually, to me personally, I think it would spread it out more. I really do think it would spread it out more and make it maybe an iota more realistic, because even still, I don't think there's going to be that many aircraft crossing the pond at the same time in the real world. Don't know because I've never done it, never really look at it. But at the same token, that's just what I think it should be personally. Maybe I'm wrong, but I dislike the lack of realism with Cross the Pond. So it's not my favorite event. And again, the caveat to that is I do enjoy controlling it because of the excessive amounts of traffic, and I'm a traffic whore when it comes to controlling on VATSIM. So, there you go. The 2 cents that probably none of you needed to hear or wanted to hear, but there it is. Yeah, we're gonna just skip right over Blanco State 2 and go towards Florence. And Chad, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think once we get to Florence here in about half an hour, I might just call it good then and there, especially with what's going on in my household right now. It's a little raucous down there. So I might end up calling it good at Florence tonight, instead of going all the way to Newport. Apologize, I know I'm like really cutting it close. I also didn't expect what's going on in my house to really be going on, so you'll have to excuse me for that. That's why I'm encouraging you to switch to other streamers, because I'm just going to end up following or raiding one of those guys anyway. As a house party, I'm always invited. But, I mean, it's all my parents' friends, which is, like I said, I've known all of my parents' friends for a lifetime because, my parents have been friends with them for the 30-some-odd years that I've been born. But, they definitely have their own thing going on, and I know I've already, the couple times I've been down there when I said I would be right back, it's been a lot of questions about the new job and flying and everything, and it gets very repetitive because they're slightly inebriated, and yeah, it's entertaining in its own right, don't get me wrong, but I think we'll call it good in the 30 minutes when we get to Florence, is what I'm trying to say. I've got an 11 count so far, which is pretty good, Chad, for the flying club tonight. Good practice for dealing with passengers in the new job. I don't know if many passengers are going to know what the Kennedy 4 departure is. Good fixings unless they have some affinity towards aviation, but when I was flying back from Orlando to Westchester County, on my way back for this training break, I did, since I have the new badge and everything for work now, and I did assist a couple passengers with their bags and their wheelchairs, you know, to kind of assist the other people, you know, the gate agents and all that, just because, you know, I felt, you know, if I'm going to work for the company now, I might as well lend a hand. So that was my good deed for the week. Trying to fit into the culture of the new company. I also hurt myself while I was down in Orlando, Chad. I was playing basketball with a few other of my classmates, and this was, let's just say it was 6 guys that don't know how to play basketball at all. Just air balls and brutal the whole way through, and I caught a stray elbow in the chest, and I think it bruised one of my ribs because my chest has been killing me for like almost like 5 days now. Just brutal, very brutal. It still hurts right now, so I'm still, even like when I go up to pull my pants, there's certain motions that still just like, oh, I feel it. So that wasn't very pleasant, but it's all good. My body will heal eventually. Unfortunately, my body is very fragile. Minus 349, couldn't hold her against the wind. Hey, look, if you didn't break her, that's all that matters, man. Are you good? You didn't break or anything, right? Is the airplane in one piece? That's, if the airplane's in one piece, then we're all good here. There is Blanco State, by the way. We decided we're not going to stop there, and that's fine because there's no scenery for that anyway, so it's pretty plain. Kind of neat though how it's got a little triangle taxiway set up going on. That's pretty neat. They have Blanco State. Cross that over as well, going to Florence. Chopper, I don't know what the max rate you could take. I mean, so those helicopters are built to auto-rotate and land pretty hard when they're in auto-rotation, so I'm sure it's still probably okay. But I don't know anything about helicopters, so. So it looks like we're making a turn towards Florence, 6 Sierra 2, which will be our next stop. And chat, like I said, it's probably going to also be my final stop for the stream tonight because of what's going on. So, sorry. I do have a scenery for Newport, which is, you know, I'll have to check that out again at some point. But once we get to Florence, which I have the scenery for, we'll go and make a full stop. I'll shut her down. Probably have you guys go over.
The wind seems to be very heavy over here.
Yeah, it's a little breezy tonight on the west coast. We'll probably go and probably end up having you guys raid Michael Minook so you guys can go see his nice little cockpit setup for the 172, 182. Kitty Monster, I already started training. I did the first week, the in-dock portion of the training just this last week. I flew home on Wednesday in the afternoon once it finished on a 2.5-week training break, and I go back on April 16th to start systems and sims. So we're going to go back on April 16th. I'm pretty much, well, should be a straight shot through the rest of the training. I'll probably be down there for like another month straight to kind of get all the training done, depending on if there's more delays or anything like that. But I'm on a 2.5-week break after in-dock before I go into system and sims. to continue on, but I did start. Orlando, Florida. So the weather was great. Let me just say that now, chat. When I was down in Orlando that last week, the weather was awesome. It was like 70s or 80s and sunny. A couple days it rained, but it really wasn't that bad. It was 70, 80s and sunny. It's beautiful. I came back to New York, and today was freaking like 40 degrees, heavy rain, winds. It's like almost hailing. Yeah, brutal. So I miss the Orlando weather already. I really do. I miss that Florida sun already because I'm freezing my ass off up here in New York now. So I'm definitely going to look forward to going back, not only for the training, but because the weather down there is just so nice. It's, you know, I'm a warm weather guy, so it was great. So I definitely miss that. I mean, I don't mind being home, obviously, for the 2.5 weeks either. I'm going to get to spend some time with you guys in the sim. I'm going to get to spend some time with my family, spend time with Sarah, get to do the at-home study, really get myself prepared and set up for the systems and then the sims when I go back. But my God, the weather
I
was
just
so much
did
better.
a touch and go at 016, and the terrain over here looks pretty high. Does it get any higher after this on the route?
It should actually come down once you get closer to the coast again.
Come again?
It should get lower once you get closer to the coast for the rest of the fields again, because once you're along the coast, it's not too much terrain right on the coast.
Okay, all right.
Nah, especially when I got acclimated real quick to 70-80 degree weather within a week. So coming back here is brutal, Kenny Monster. I want that Florida weather back, and I want it now. And you can't tell me otherwise. Oh, Ken, I just realized that I need to get you your gift sub. Hold on, let's work on that. Hey, I'm looking forward to summer. There you go, Kenny Monster. Obligatory. I don't know why it took me so long in the
Kenny
stream to realize
Monster
that.
just subscribed. Thanks for coming in today.
Kenny Monster's an automatic gift sum for me, chat, because he's a great moderator on the stream and a good friend, member of the Flying Club. He promotes my my emojis in other streams, so it's worth every penny. Sorry it took me so long to realize that you didn't have it, but you have it back now. You're welcome. Thank you, Kenny Monster. I appreciate it. I will not let you guys down. I'm looking forward to flying this A320. I think it's going to be a great airplane. I got exactly what I wanted. I got Airbus A320 JFK base. Couldn't have been more perfect. So I'm back to living the dream, chat. It was a little rough going there at the end of my envoy term, commuting to Dallas and all that, but we're back to living the dream now. Mainline, Airbus, JFK base. It's as good as it gets. appreciate the kind words, W. Thank you so much. Kenny Monster says, from the yoke to side stick, how's that transition? I don't know yet because I haven't gotten to the sims or anything like that yet, so I don't know yet. That's to be determined. I'm sure it's going to be weird for the first few times, but I think once I get a few sim lessons in, it'll start to... flying comes naturally, I guess is the way to put it, whether it's a center stick, a side stick, a yoke, bicycle handle yoke for the Embraer. I think it's just something that, you know, once I get a few sims under my belt, start to get comfortable with it, it'll just come naturally. But that transition hasn't happened yet, really, so it is still very much to be determined. What's very interesting about the Airbus A320 is it has auto trim. So there's no trim on the side stick. There's the trim, of course, in the center, but it's done automatically unless stuff starts to fail and you go into different modes and laws and everything, and then you can use it. But the auto trim is going to take some getting used to. Not actually having a trim button on even the side stick or the yoke or whatever, that's going to probably be for me, probably going to be the hardest thing to get used to. Is the
will we be crossing any Class B or Class C airspace?
C or B, no. There is a Class Delta along the way that you just should fly over. I don't remember the name of it, but it's somewhere along around there.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the ATCs. You said C and B, no, but what about the rest?
There is a Class Delta along the way. The North Bend, which is Kilo Oscar Tango Hotel. That's towards like the later ports of the trip. It's only a 2,500-foot Class Delta, so as long as you're above that, you'll be good.
Okay, during the end of the leg, and I have to be above 2,500.
Yeah, towards the latter half. Not necessarily the last leg, but towards the latter half, in between Lakeside. It's in between Cape Blanco and Lakeside.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, the auto trim is going to take some getting. I think that's going to be the hardest thing to get used to, even more so than the side stick. It's just not having a trim is going to be. It's going to be so weird to not have that. Like I said, once I get a sim lesson or two in, I'm sure I'll be fine, and I'm looking forward to it. So we're about 15 minutes out, 15 minutes out roughly from what's going to be my final destination of the evening, which is Florence, since I've got a lot going on at home right now. So let's take a look at Florence here real quick. Looks like Florence Municipal, 6CR2. We got 51 feet, so again, we're pretty much sea level down here. Where do we got as traffic pattern altitude? Doesn't specify anything, so we'll just add 1,000 feet. Call it 1,100, round up. We got a 15 and 33. I'm going to take a wild guess, chat, and say it's going to be runway 33. With the wind, sure enough, 3206, gust 12. So we're going to land on runway 33. Looks like it's just going to be left traffic. Left traffic, 33.
Anyone flying the Kodiak?
So we'll overfly the field, do the full left traffic pattern like we did on the first one, and we'll do a full stop.
I think Rob is, but it doesn't look like he's in the voice channel right now.
And that's our plan for 6CR2. We're at 3,500 feet, so we're not going to have to worry about that Southwest Oregon Regional Class Delta airspace, which is only up to 2,500, so we're good in that respect.
Eric Flight just subscribed. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for coming in today, Eric.
16 months? Lol.
16 months. I appreciate the resubscription. It's a lot of months. It's a lot of support. Thank you very much, Eric. It's good to see you. I haven't really. I feel like I haven't spoken to you or seen you stream or seen you in the Discord or heard much from you in a while. So it's good to see you. It's good to hear from you. Hope everything is going well at home. I hope everything's good with the wife and the kids. Family, everything. I hope it's all going well. Hopefully you've been getting some flights in real life. If you haven't, get on it. I know the weather in the Northeast has been shit as always, but good to see you, my friend. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, no, like I said, it's good to hear from you. Been missing you, but good to hear from you. Thank you for the resubscription. I really appreciate it. going over the class Delta right now, actually, because I believe we've got that Northwest Oregon Regional is going to be right off of our right front right there. Boom, right here. But again, 3,500 feet, we are above the class Delta airspace, so we don't have to worry about it. It's getting a little overcasty here, though. Minutes to go to Florence, where we're going to be calling it good tonight. We're going to call Florence our end, since I got a bunch of people in my house suddenly. More than I expected tonight. Not what I had in mind tonight. But sometimes it happens that way. Plus the weather looks like it's actually kind of garbage over at Newport. It's gone from nice to like 296, 4 miles light drizzle, so it's very, very, very much marginal VFR over at there's no ceiling reported either. That makes it even more difficult to figure out. So it might be difficult to get into Newport anyway. So we might be better off cutting it good here at Florence, where it's still 10 miles and a decent ceiling. So that might actually work in our favor. Well, it's the Pacific Northwest, so it's not. I guess it's really not a surprise that it's raining, right? It's pretty normal for that area, I would imagine. Beautiful area up here in the Pacific Northwest. I've flown through it a few times, a handful of times doing stuff, and it's always very nice. Definitely not as flat as the Midwest, which is where I did the majority of my flying, I felt like, with my last company. Now I'm going to spend most of my time on the East Coast and in the Caribbean, chat. It's going to be great. Going to all the warm weather places is exactly what I want. It's going to be entertaining. Can't wait. Well, VATSIM can make it to Europe, right? Will you ever get that route? The 321 can, Kenny Monster, and that's something that Dub Aviator asked before. I can't talk about that yet on stream. Can't talk about that yet on stream. We'll get back to that. You can private message me and ask me that question if you'd like. That I can certainly answer for you. I can't do that on the stream, so I'm sorry. A handful of things I can say and a handful of things I can't, but tomorrow is CTP. I'm looking forward to hearing all the MD-11 pilots and the A320neos. Yeah, well, again, if you didn't already hear, I'm going to be controlling Kennedy Tower tomorrow for Cross the Pond. Kennedy Tower is a non-event tower, but I'm sure it'll be hella busy because it's Kennedy. From about 1 p.m. Eastern until 5 Eastern. So that 4-hour block is when I'll probably be on Kennedy Tower tomorrow. We're getting close, chat. We're going to descend here. We're going to go down to 1,500 feet. 2,000 feet. Start getting ready for this arrival into Florence, which is going to be our final stop. In which we're going to overfly the field pretty much right on the upwind and do a full traffic pattern to land full stop at Florence. Since the wind is favoring landing to the north. And it has a runway 33. Padre Andrew said he's controlling for 3 hours in the morning. He's probably doing one of the ocean sectors then, like Gander Oceanic or something like that, I would imagine, if he's going to be working in the morning. But all the arrivals start to come into the U.S. side on the afternoon, which is why I'll be on Kennedy in the afternoon tomorrow. And it should be entertaining. I will be streaming, or at least I plan on streaming. I plan on streaming Kennedy Tower. Again, I will not have a tower view. I'm not comfortable enough with V-Stars yet, so I'll be on VRC, no tower view. But I will be streaming my CTP support tomorrow. Might go down the South Shoreline just on my Kennedy Tower. Bring it, Dub Aviator. I love any kind of distractions and stuff like that. Bring it on, man. Don't be shy. I got fuel low, light coming on. Let me go ahead and switch the tanks here real quick. It's probably good we're stopping at Florence too, because I don't know if I would have packed enough gas to get us to Newport. But yeah, I'll be on Kennedy tomorrow, so that'll be entertaining, chat. Look forward to that. Florence traffic, Trinidad 124 Mine Charlie, 10 miles to the south, gonna overfly the field, join the upwind, left close traffic for a full stop at Florence. I would say we have the field in sight, chat. See a little bit of flashing light action going on over here. Almost there. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and put landing rate guesses in the chat now, like Kenny Monster did. Again, Kenny, you weren't here, but you were the closest because the first landing was 141 and your 173 was the closest. So go ahead and get those landing rate guesses in. Tell you what, Chad, I'm going to cheat. We're just going to go straight in for this runway here. Straight in for 3-3. Florence to call it good because I got a lot of commotion going on downstairs that I should probably be a part of to be a good host. Well, son, it's my parents hosting their friends, but it sounds entertaining. So I'm behind you going straight in too. Sounds good, Rob. Yep. So I'm over Florence and I'm just gonna plow straight in here. The weather looks like it's not very good up at Newport, so it's probably actually good that I'm calling it good at Florence anyway using the real weather. So this will be a good place to halt it. I've been streaming for almost, what, a couple hours anyway, so I think that's more than good for a Friday night. And I'll be streaming for 4 or 5 hours tomorrow doing the Across the Pond Kennedy support, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys on the stream tomorrow. I know a handful of you will be flying in the event, so get a good night's sleep is all I can say. Launch traffic, Trinidad 124, my Charlie is 5 mile final. We're going straight in for runway 33 at full stop Florence. I like the Trinidad. Yeah, I like it too. I don't know why my freaking directional gyro is borked on it right now, but other than that, I have enjoyed using it. That sounds horrible, Kenny Munster, and I'm very sorry to hear that. Jesus. That just doesn't sound fun at all, dude. At any rate, last call for landing rate guesses, chat, because we're coming up onto the final here. So last call. I see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guesses so far. That's a little bit more than the first try. Go ahead and get those guesses in. Looks like we're right on the glide here in Florence, but I'm coming in way too fast, so we gotta start slowing it down. Here is going to help that increase that drag quite a bit, I feel. A little bit laggy tonight too. Hasn't exactly been the best performance tonight by the computer. I think it's all the clouds from Rex Weather Force that's really bogging us down tonight. Orange traffic, Trinidad 124, my Charlie short final for 3. Nice little bridge action right there coming into Florence here. Still coming in way too fast. My goodness. Should be close at 80 knots. Let's bring it back. That's a little better. Last call for landing rate guesses. Nice little strip in here. Once again, a little high. Not my best work tonight. That 173 did you good tonight, Kenny Monster, because you won both of them tonight. That was a pretty terrible landing. Swirly, not on the center line, not very smooth. But you were only 3 off, Kenny Monster. Florence traffic, Trinidad 124, my Charlie's clear, runway 33. Someone did a little bit, this is a custom scenery, and someone did a little bit of work on this. That looks like they did a pretty decent job. Go ahead and pull into the ramp, and like I said, this is where I'm going to call it good, chat. I can hear the yelling going on downstairs. It's like just the loud drunk voices. So I'm going to go entertain that, whatever's going on down there. We're just gonna park right in this fancy box right here. Look at that. We're gonna get our own little box. Set the parker brake. Kill the mixture. Kill the engine. Feather the prop. Open the door. Boom. This is where we end it. Kenny Monster, nice job on the landing rig guesses both times tonight. One time you weren't even here. That's how impressive that was. Alright, chat. I'm going to hand you guys off to Michael Manook. That's November 8033 Foxtrot on Twitch. He's also doing this event. His view is probably going to be a little bit more entertaining than mine since he's got his home-built Cessna 182 tonight. But you guys go over and enjoy him. I'm going to get that raid going. Thanks for coming in today. I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm on this 2.5 week training break, so I'll stream a few times. I'll be on tomorrow from at least 1 to 5 in the afternoon, doing the JFK Tower for CTP support. Till then, have a great night. Thanks for coming in today. Stay safe, guys. Let me get that raid set up for you.